So I've been looking around the internet yesterday. I'm like, okay, what topic can I bring to the family that we can discuss and talk about? Here it is right here. The Motley Fool. Yeah, there's two top growth stocks that billionaires are buying left and right. Now, this video is just going to focus on one of them. You guys can see it is right there at the bottom left. Let me scroll it up. Amazon and Duolingo. Okay, we're going to talk about Amazon. So, if you're curious about what the world's most successful investors are buying and selling, you're not alone. This is how the Motley is trying to start off this article. The good news is that learning from the pros is probably easier than what you think. What do they mean by that? Why is it easier to learn from the pros? How can it be easier? Is it because they have to report their financial transactions on the SEC Form 13F? Of course it is. To find out what billionaires are buying and selling, we just need to look every 3 months. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission requires all money managers who control $100 million or more to disclose their trading activity to the public. Now, the problem that I see with that is that it's every 3 months. So even though these money managers control hundreds of millions of dollars, and we can see whether or not they sold what they sold and what they purchased, there's a 3 months lag. It's going to be hard for us to really stay ahead of the game. That's something that I really want us to see and understand, is that in order for us to maintain profitability, we have to think ahead. We have to become predictors as to see, okay, where would these stocks go in the future? Getting a report from the SEC of these money managers 3 months after the fact, I mean, they could have sold those stocks within those 3 months. You don't know. And you won't figure that out until the next 3 months to see, okay, are they still holding this stock or are they selling? Did they sell it? You won't know until after 3 months. So how does that benefit us? Yeah, it's good to see, okay, what are they buying and selling? Where are they placing their attention? So in a small aspect, it is a benefit for us to see, okay, where is their money going? So the Motley Fool's giving us an example. And here it is right here. Amazon. Shares of Amazon surged about 81% last year. Billionaire money managers buying the stock hand over fist were partly responsible for the gain. One of those billionaires, Ken Griffith of Citadel Advisors, added a little over 4.3 million shares in the fourth quarter. October, November, December of 2023. This man purchased 4.3 million shares. And Jane Simons of Renaissance Technologies opened a new position by acquiring nearly 4.3 million shares. Why are these two men buying millions of shares of Amazon? Think about it. What is the new hottest trend right now? Artificial intelligence. What other stocks have contributed or rode the wave of artificial intelligence? I can name a few. Super microcomputers, Nvidia, AMD, Microsoft, Google. A lot of technology stocks has rode the momentum of this new industry called artificial intelligence. One that you really haven't heard the name about entering this AI space is who? You got it, Amazon. People haven't been talking about Amazon and artificial intelligence in the same sentence. So that could be the reason why Ken Griffin and Jane Simons bought millions of shares of Amazon, because they want to ride the wave too. Maybe they know something eternally that we don't know yet. So they're trying to get ahead of the game. So they ran through last quarter and purchased 4 million shares. Amazon stock has surged this year because e-commerce profits came roaring back in 2023. Operating income from its North American segment swung to a very healthy $14.9 billion last year from a loss of $2.8 billion. Amazon dominates the US e-commerce market, but there's still plenty of room to grow. Okay. The US Department of Commerce reported total retail sales that reached $1.83 trillion in one quarter. E-commerce sales grew more than twice as fast as overall retail, but it's still only 15.6% of total. You see, one thing that the Motley is not talking about with Amazon, which you know eventually they will try to participate in, is artificial intelligence. E-commerce isn't the only large addressable market that Amazon is quickly growing into. Its cloud segment, Amazon Web Services, increased sales 13% last year to $90.8 billion. Worldwide spending on cloud services is expected to grow 20% alone this year to reach $679 billion. Now, web services will play a massive part in artificial intelligence, in the production of their data sets, in the production of their large language models. They need a place to harness and hold all of this massive data that human beings have contributed to. Will Amazon capitalize off of that? Best believe it. And you'd be crazy not to think that they're going to take that data that other people have been utilizing on their web services platform to create their own AI. These are things that are not being disclosed right now. So Ken Griffin, Jane Simons, they're trying to jump on board real quick. That's why this market in Amazon is knocking on the door of all-time highs. Knocking on the door. We did a price prediction not even that long ago, looking for Amazon to go up, right? Currently is being negated by this sell zone that we identified. We're not surprised. We knew sellers were there. That's why the market currently is getting hung up. Somebody is restricting this movement higher, and it's the sellers. But can we continue to see this market break above that sell zone and come to our other sell zone? I think so. Yeah, so I'm not going to change my price prediction. If these billionaires placed millions of shares in their portfolio on last quarter, they bought it during this time frame from October all the way to ending of December. That's the third quarter. So Jane Simons, Ken Griffin purchased Amazon stock during that time right there. That's according to the SEC reports that they're required to file every 3 months. So in the prior 3 months, they've bought Amazon here. So we can even see now, if they're still holding on to the stocks, that they're up already. If they bought it here on the low of October the 26th, they're already up 51.25%. See, that's the crazy part. 3 months ago is when they came in and did their campaign, when they came through and purchased the stock. Motley is finally coming out talking about it on the 13th of March. We missed out on 51.25% if we just saw this article. So whenever these reports are released from the SEC, maybe the better, but it'd been better for us to be ahead of them, to have already purchased Amazon stock so that we can ride the wave with them. Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to change my price prediction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend it, give the market a little bit more time, and we're going to get rid of this sell zone here because I don't think that's going to hold back the buyers no more. So our focus now is going to be up here, this other sell zone. Remember, either at the low or the high of that sell zone. Okay. It's our target. So yeah, go ahead and give me your thoughts. Let me look at this on a different time frame. So this is Amazon on the 2-day chart. Now this is how you can tell that people are still buying the stock. Okay. When you see a price bar like that, that tells you that there was some selling hit in the market, right? But then the next 3 days or next 2 days, what happened to the price? It went right back up. Okay, cool. So we saw people buy the market in Amazon right there around 173, 175. But then in the next 2 days, we still saw some selling. We got this indication of weakness, this up fake being produced on this 2-day bar. So you can say, all right, cool. Maybe there's still more sellers hitting the market in Amazon at that price. So right now you would say it's kind of mixed. They're duking it out. They're trying to war against each other to see who's going to control the price direction, right? But then look at the last 2 days. It went right back up. So if I were to give it to the team that is currently winning right now, based off the historical information from October to now, the trend is higher. The buyers are definitely winning against the sellers right now. It's just that simple. Don't let people make this more complicated than what it ought to be, because it should not be that complicated. So yeah, we're not going to change it. But yeah, go ahead and give me your thoughts about Amazon. Let me know what you guys think about it. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.